Welcome to Aklilu Real Estate. Today I'm going to be answering the question, how do rising interest rates impact sellers? How do the rising interest rates impact sellers? Well, one of the things I would first say is that, and I'm sure most of you, if not all of you, are keeping abreast of the news and everything regarding the economy, nationally, globally, in the markets, equities, bonds, mutual funds, our housing industry, and the mortgage industry. The Fed has clearly stated that their goal was to cool the hot, economy and the hot housing industry, and it seems to be working. Albeit, not to everyone's happiness with the effects, but at the same time, inflation had kicked in. So a few little thoughts that I had when I was trying to comprehend some of the decisions that were being made is that, from a technological advancement perspective, we ought to know that, we're probably at the very best time in history. This is, better than, 30 or 40 years ago when there was, massive inflation that was occurring and, things, there's a lot of lagging indicators. Not that we don't have lagging indicators now, but we just have much more up-to-the-minute real-time information. So that allows me to feel more optimistic in a cautious way, obviously. Nevertheless, how is this impacting sellers in our business, in our industry? And first and foremost, I would also say to sellers, you got to keep things into perspective. The last couple of years, we've had double-digit home appreciation, which is really extraordinary. And so, the mindset is important, but more so being, in tune up to the day with your, area, your neighborhood, your pocket, because things move pretty quickly. Our marketplace is evolving, and literally, within a 1 week or 2 weeks, within, a pocket of a subdivision, there can be shifts that occur. So it's really important to, speak with someone who's got their ears to the ground, as they say, also providing you detailed information that's accurate, that's, literally up to the day, so that, you can make a good plan, formulate a good plan, and follow through on it. That also being said, I would say as a seller, timing is very crucial, and pricing is very critical. And that's where, those two elements really come together to have that impact, that right impact that as a seller, you want to maximize the sale. So that being said, I would also say there's just, many little dynamics that are taking, that are, going on and taking on different, little micro directions, if we want to call it that. For example, on any given week, sometimes you can find, in the mortgage industry, rates could just literally drop because what may happen in the bond market or the secondary market or whatever, other factors cause that to happen. But, if rates drop down, 3/8 or a quarter or a half, you might see that spur on, some buying from, buyers, or alternatively, if they go up, you might see some hesitation or, even a little bit more pullback. So there's these dynamics that are taking place, but, I would not get into those weeds as much as a seller. I would say, listen, have your home in the best possible condition to be sold and ready. Obviously, we would need to determine, are we talking about your primary home? Is it a second home? Is it a vacation home? Is it an investment property? Because those may have different perspectives too in terms of the context of the value, right? That also being said, I would mention that as a seller right now, being ready to consummate the sale, but what are the plans, right? Are you, again, depending on what the property is. Anyways, I would be more than happy to discuss with you and provide you and help formulate a plan, but more importantly, to to provide you, accurate, detailed information that's literally up to the day. And I would also be more than happy to discuss with you some of the very cool and neat things that we're doing now here at Aklilu Real Estate, in terms of also bringing a modern real estate experience that we're focusing on. So with that being said, I hope I answered the question. I'll be in touch with you soon. Thank you for tuning in.